Hi folks. I decided to attend facts about me video. So let's start. Fact number 1. My name is Patrick Hamilton. Patrick is my first name, Hamilton my last one. My middle name by the way is Ray. I was named after my grandfather who was now 97. Not so many people call me Patrick. My friends just call me Pat or Patty. People who don't know me so well call me Mr. Hamilton, and my children, of course, call me Dad or Daddy. Fact number 2. My age. I am 44 years old. I was born on December 1st, 1974 in a hospital in Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, that's a few hundred miles southwards from here. Fact number 3 is definitely important. It is my status. I am happily married since 1996. My wife is called Catherine, and she is actually from Germany. I just wish she was less strict with our children. She gets angry easily, and only yesterday she yelled at me when I broke one of her vases. Nevertheless, I really love her. Fact number 4 would be my children. I have 4 children. My son Joe, who was 22, my daughter Kendra, who was 17, my son Damon, who was 13, and my son Aaron, who was 4. Joe goes to college, Kendra goes to 12th grade, Damon to 8th grade, and Aaron to preschool. And only recently I found out Catherine is pregnant again at age 43. Hence, I'm gonna be a father for the 5th time. Folks, isn't that awesome? So I decided to make fact number 5 about other family members. Sadly, that is a rather sad story. Back in 1996, only a few weeks after Joe was born, short before Christmas, my mother died in a car crash at the age of 55. I was 22 back then. And in 2017 my older sister Tracy died due to heart cancer. She was 55 too. The good side is that my grandparents are still alive. My grandfather Ray Hamilton, I already did mention him, is 97 now, and his wife my grandmother Geraldine is 96 years old. My father Lenny is 76 now, about to turn 77. And my brother Nick is 50. He also is married, and also they have 3 children between the ages of 21 and 9. Fact number 6 would be about my hobbies. Well, I'm into many things. I'm into writing. I'm into writing. I'm into music. I'm into soccer, especially because my father-in-law used to be a professional soccer player, and I like calming people, which will lead us to fact 7. Fact number 7. Some of you may have seen the calming videos of people like Melps and the Hypnotic Brat Kitten. Sadly they had to leave, go animate for schools, and end the calming series. But the good news are that Linus Weber is doing the series now, and I am among the calming guys together with Diesel Busters, Nice Diesel Busters, Boris, and many others. Cool. I also gotta explain how I found it in the first place. It started in 2016. I first didn't really care that much, but then it was followed by rather sad circumstances. First my sister died, then I myself fell into deep depressions. I overcame them, but then my daughter Kendra was next. The Nice Diesel Busters and Diesel the calming PC guy gave some extremely great lessons in calming people. I absolutely enjoyed it. Fact number 8 is about my occupation. Well, I work as a department manager in a music store in Manhattan. I really like this job since music means a lot to me. Now this takes us to the very next fact. Fact number 9. Music. To me an extremely important thing. I mean, could you imagine a world without music? It is not merely about instruments and human voices. It is much deeper than that. Don't you hear all the birds singing? And the wolves howling? Which music do I like? Well, I don't really have a favorite genre or artist. I listen to a lot of music, may it be classical, jazz, rock, country, blues, rap, reggae, or drum and bass. Artists I like would involve King Crimson, Miles Davis, Brian Eno, Lou Reed, Peter Gabriel, Megadeth, Guns N' Roses, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Johnny Cash, Goldie, and many others. But many times comparisons are really stupid. I mean, would you really compare the Foo Fighters and the Wu-Tang Clan with each other? The former is hard rock and the latter is rap. I think I could be doing a video in which I talk about my 20 favorite songs or 10 albums I would take on a lonely island. Fact 10 may as well matter a lot, because it is about food. I mean, eating is next to breathing, drinking, and using the bathroom one of the things we need to do to survive. Well, I like most of the things my wife is cooking. Occasionally she cooks things that are typically in her motherland, such as Kaiser Schmarrn and Kartoffelpuffer. And I, of course, also like the food we usually eat in the United States, but not merely this, since I am no patriot. I am absolutely libertarian. I of course like burgers and wraps, but you can't eat that all the time. That's not very healthy, isn't it? I also like pies, such as key lime pie, pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie, and I don't want to switch to politics in this video, but let me tell you that Republicans and Democrats are both brainwashed. They are two sides of the same coin, but well, I also like Mexican, Italian and especially Asian food. And I will admit I tried to be a vegetarian as a teenager in 1989 and 1990, but eventually I gave it up. Guess that's enough for now. I hope you all enjoyed it. Bye.